Hello guys and welcome back to another message with Free Technicals. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe and head on over to the free Telegram group. Links all down below in the description. Now we jump into gold US dollar. So if we have a look at the monthly charts, we're still bullish on the monthly. This area around 1930. So we've got this area of where we got this resistance in the past, which potentially become support, but it's been very choppy on gold over the last few weeks, as mentioned, with this area around the 2K area being an important level of area, an important area of value on gold. So once again, as mentioned, every time we get to this 2K area on gold on the monthly, we're never getting that closure above it. So it's always leaving us these big wicks to the downside, to the upside, which is what we've been keeping an eye on over the last few weeks. So again, if we look at this area, we're seeing a lot of resistance being established on around that 2K area. So we could start to see a bit of a reversal on gold. Obviously, we've got this monthly candle here. We've got 5 days till closure. But as you can see, at the minute, we're currently sitting as a bearish engulfer on that previous candle. So we've engulfed the full candle and the wick. So we've got this level of structure on the monthly as well, which is also, we're also trading below that area. If we look on the monthly there, got this previous level, this previous monthly structure point, which price came down to retest last time, but now we've absolutely ripped through it and we're currently trading below it, but we are seeing support established around 1912. So once again, very choppy on gold at the minute. So we're bullish on the monthly, as you can see. But when I say bullish, we look at this rejection to the top. So we'll go down to the weekly and we're bearish on the weekly. So we see here, once we broke through this previous area, this previous higher high on the weekly, which was around 1927, seeing a lot of volume coming before establishing support around 1970. So as you can see from all these wicks and all the closures above it, we were trading bullish, but obviously within this area. So we were seeing a lot of sellers come into the market as soon as we were getting above that 2K area. So you can see off those candles alone, those weekly candles, a lot of choppiness in gold at the minute. So we broke back above the 2K area, but we failed to maintain support above it. And once that happened, we ripped through and broke below all these weekly structure points, give us a nice retest of that area. And prices maintain trading below that 1970 area. So prices trading below that at the minute, and we've gone bearish, we've broken. It's give us this third leg extension. So if you have a look closely, as mentioned, this area of support, which is a strong area of support, as you can see, a lot of wicks coming down and then just coming straight back up. But once we've broken down through that area, and then we've had this confirmation, this retest, also this candle and this candle have both attempted to break back through that area of support, area of resistance, but they've failed to do so. And they've also retested this area of structure perfect. So if you look at that, we've had this nice break of structure, nice confirmation, and the third leg extension created all on the weekly time frame. So although we are bullish on the monthly, as you can see on the weekly, we're starting to break structure to the downside, and we've had closure below that area mentioned, 1928-385 area. We've had the closure below that where we've previously seen support established. So we're bearish on the weekly. We go into the daily. Once again, we're bearish on the daily. So I just mentioned this area that I've drawn out is this area consolidation we've been mentioning. So as you can see here, you see a lot of rejection at this area. Even when we came down with a lot of bearish volume, almost no wick to the bottom. But you can see straight away rejected and straight back up to retest this area. And then we're starting to, once again, a lot of support. Prices rejected, came back up, traded towards this area. the supply and demand area we mentioned. And then once we've broken down through this area of consolidation around 1940, you can see prices came down and give us this move to the downside. So that area of consolidation on the daily was broken. And now we're starting to see that bearish move out of that area. And just looking at this previous candle here, we're seeing a bit of a retest. So price never managed to come back all the way up to retest, but we have seen a bit of a retest before the sellers have took control again and brought it right back down. And it's closed below that area, 1928385 we mentioned. So we still established support 1912 area. So once again, as mentioned previously, gold is very choppy at the minute. So go back down into 4-hour time frame. You can just see what we were talking about a second ago, a lot clearer. So you see this move to the downside, we've established a bit of support at this 1928 area. And then once we've established support, we're now seeing resistance established at that exact same area. So it leads me to think gold pull back up into this range, 1928300. Another retest of this before dropping into this 1913 area. But once again, I won't be looking to take trades unless we see this area break. So 192, this area here, the 19, call it 1913. If we see this area break on gold, I will be looking to take shorts. But once again, yeah, so if we scroll over to the left and we look at previous price action, we see here on the 4-hour chart, we see this area that we're talking about, 1912500 area. We see price was giving us a bit, it was bouncing off this area. We were establishing support on the lower time frames, established support before. Once we broke down through this area, we see the move that we get. So we've also got this, yeah. So you can see off this area here, once we do break down through that level of support that we're at now, 1912500, we could potentially see a move down to these areas around 1800. So once again, this area on the 4-hour here. So if we look at that big move to the upside, we've got a lot of gaps to fill. All the way up that area, we've got a lot of gaps to fill. So we could potentially see gold break down through this 1912 area, 1912500 before coming up for a retest. Confirmation, creating a third leg extension before potentially mirroring this move to the left, all the way down to around 1800, which is quite a sizable move. So that's what I'll be looking for on gold this week. But once again, quality over quantity, build your confidences, especially when price action is very choppy like it has been. But yeah, that's what I'll be waiting for. I'll be waiting to see if 1912500 area can hold. If 1912500 area does hold, then we could potentially see a retest of this consolidation. But once again, get yourselves over to the free to the free Telegram group, all links down below, and we do update our analysis through the week once we see what price is giving us. But yeah, that's my outlook on gold at the minute.